As night becomes day outside Children's Healthcare of Atlanta at Eggleston.
They bring in a lot of babies.
Inside the quiet 24/7 hum of the cardiac intensive care unit.
You just don't know that it's so many kids that are sick until you're actually in that unit.
A little girl they call Destiny.
This baby has a lot of things going on. She had a heart transplant on Monday. She's got a lot of medicines that are infusing. This is connected to this box here, and it measures, it gives us the oxygenation to the brain.
No mother wants to see their child in that state.
Vasoactive drips consist of...
It's a very difficult environment.
CVL Broviac.
But you learn to take it for what it's worth. It's help, you know.
She's also got a couple of sedation medicines that are going continuously.
And for the next 12 hours,
making sure that she's comfortable, making sure she isn't in pain.
Destiny will be Nurse Heather Smith's only patient.
Just watching her constantly, watching all of her numbers, all of her pressures. You know, there's a lot of things that could go wrong, but so you just got to watch and be there for that.
Just getting here to this point has been a battle. Jessica King was 5 months pregnant when she learned she and her husband, Walter Houston, were expecting not one baby, but two identical twin girls. Then came the bad news. A rare condition in her womb called twin-to-twin transfusion syndrome was causing Destiny to get way too much fluid and Faith, her sister, much too little.
They told us both of them wouldn't make it. If she didn't have the surgery, they wouldn't make it. So we like, oh man.
By that time, you're already connected with the babies inside of you.
Jessica was airlifted to a Miami hospital for fetal laser surgery. Back home on September 28th, Faith came into the world healthy, but Destiny's heart was severely damaged, and the only real chance of her survival, doctors said, was for her to have a heart transplant.
Anything for her to live, I was with it.
They waited almost 6 months, but a tiny donor heart came through for Destiny.
I wanted to scream, jump, everything at the same time. I was happy.
I see you, baby.
And Heather Smith knows what Destiny and her family may be going through.
I have a child that's a heart child as well. And I try to keep that in mind when, you know, with my patient care. And these are respirations, when they're around or not. You know, how would I want someone to treat my Max if he were in here?
So Heather goes over every treatment and every medication with parents. And when she senses they need it, she tells them about Max's story.
Just for them to be able to tell you that, hey, I've been here and I've seen other children in the same situation that you're in, and they do just fine. You know, it just gives you this to know that, hey, they made it, I can make it, you know?
It's a hard thing to go through, and sometimes reassuring them that, yeah, this is tough, so it's okay to be frustrated and sad and mad.
Destiny's parents, staying at the Ronald McDonald House in Atlanta, have struggled with all of those emotions. Faith and Destiny have only seen each other for brief visits.
I just pray a lot to myself. I pray a lot, and I'm a firm believer what's supposed to happen is gonna happen, you know. And never at one time did I think that she wasn't gonna make it.
As Heather's shift finally winds down, Destiny begins to wake.
I can just see her skin tone, her colors, like, you know, what's supposed to be, and her breathing.
Heather and the cardiac ICU nurses will be here, but Destiny will need time and patience.
That's the hardest part, because you don't want to be patient. You want to get your baby home.